come up? Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tabitha Whiteside. If you're not new here, thank you for tuning in. Well, either way, thank you for tuning in. But anyways, it's been about 5 months since we chatted. A lot has happened to our little family in the last 5 months, and I thought I could just sit down, talk to the camera, do my laundry. I like watching other moms do this stuff, so I figured maybe I can give myself an incentive to do laundry if I'm doing something else. Don't mind the noise, the background noise. I have my youngest, Obadiah, here, and he is playing. I'm gonna move the loud toy over. Here. Are you gonna help me with laundry? Those are your pajamas. You want them? There you go. So anyways, let's see. Last we talked was 5 months ago, as I have said. And since then, that was back in May. Since then, the job that Dakota had, he was let go from. He spoke up that he didn't really like how they were handling some of the remote work procedures, and that they weren't just offering it. Their plan was to eventually get everyone back into the office full time, or allow for the telecommuters to also come back in the office on their office days. But anyways, he was let go of that job, and that was back the 1st of September. Up until then, like, everything has been pretty normal for our family. Our oldest had his third birthday. At the same time, we were all recovering from having COVID. Yeah, so we were all recovering from having COVID, so it wasn't like the best birthday party. It was still a pretty good birthday party, but a lot of people missed, just to be safe. You know, we have some young ones, little babies, just for all the various reasons. But it was still a pretty good birthday for him. My best friend Alex was in town at the time, so she got to be there. And then Obadiah, our oldest, or our youngest, I mean, he had his very first birthday, which was special. Obviously, it's the first birthday. But for him, if you haven't seen my previous video talking about my birth experiences, and Obadiah had a bit of a rough start. He spent 16 days in the NICU for some mysterious, unknown infection. They treated him as if he had an infection because his blood count was low. But we never found anything. So to see him doing so well, he made it to his first year. was really special for us. Let's see, what else? And Dakota had his 28th birthday party, which was nice. I got to surprise him with a birthday party. I did end up telling him about it, but it was still a surprise for him. So that was nice. Let's see. So back to Dakota lost his job in September. Now we're caught up. He just recently got another job. It took 6 weeks. Took about 6 weeks for him to find a job. Which was crazy that it took so long. And in the meantime, while he was looking for a job, I ended up starting you just stole that off my lap. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. I actually started 2 businesses. I started a bread business. Yes, buddy. Where I make homemade bread. I make classic challah bread, a specialty bread, which this season is apple cheddar rosemary. It's very delicious. Yes. And then I make an artisan loaf, and I also have another variation of the artisan loaf. You just keep taking them off my lap. Are you gonna fold them? Oh, thank you. Very helpful. Oh, you got it. Those are your jammies. Those are your Cookie Monster jammies. Yeah. What were we saying? We all kind of have this little cold, and it's from like the weather change. I'm sure it happens in other states, but in Oklahoma, like when the season changes from summer to fall and winter to spring. No. Winter to spring? Maybe. We all get colds until it kind of levels out, because it'll go from like really hot, really cold, rainy. It just kind of doesn't settle. So once the weather settles down, we're not, we don't really suffer, but that transition time stinks. Anyway, so I started, so I make bread, and I have the challah, but I also have artisan bread, which is just delicious. Like, I love bread. It is kind of, the artisan bread is kind of like a sourdough without the sourdough part, which might sound weird. It does sound weird. Like, how do you have sourdough without sourdough? But you can, sort of. So very similar to sourdough. What are you doing? Are you gonna help Yeah, here, you want the green pants? Is that what you're after? And then another variation of the artisan is a basil, chive, and olive. And wow, is that good. I was afraid of that combination when I thought of it. I was not sure if it was gonna work out, but it's actually really good. It's actually really, really good. And we're gonna try it with pasta next week. What are you doing? You want these ones? Okay. Well, I'm gonna take these clothes then, so that I can fold them. You got it. You got it. Can you fold that up? Can you fold it? Oh. But I started that, and then I also have a hat shop that I opened up, but it's currently closed for now. Because everything that was going on at the time was just a little overwhelming, and something had to go, and the hat shop wasn't really profitable right now, so decided to let that one go until I can, work on the upfront that needs to be done, so that it can be successful. Anyway, it feels like a lifetime has passed since I've made a video. Here, you can play with these. They have to be hung up, so I'm not folding them. Yes. Yeah, just am moving along in life. There was a bit of time when we thought we would be moving to Pennsylvania, and then we thought maybe we were going to move to California. We were just thinking essentially that we were going to be moving out of Oklahoma, and then we made the decision to stay in Oklahoma to kind of start setting our roots down here. And since making that choice, we've seen a lot of doors open up. We've seen God working a lot. Let's talk about those 6 weeks that Dakota wasn't working, and there was like 2 weeks we didn't have a paycheck. Well, a month we didn't have a paycheck. A month, 6 weeks, I guess. Yeah, okay. Wow. The thing is, God has allowed for things to work out. Now, one thing we did in that time was sell our Equinox, our second car, which was something we were looking at doing kind of anyway, but hadn't fully decided on it yet because we needed a second car at the time, and it would be nice to have a second car right now, but I'm not really going anywhere. Dakota works in town, so, and it's not a big deal for me to get a ride anywhere. So we don't exactly need a second car right now. Though it would be nice to have one. I'm not gonna like complain about not having one. This actually gets hung up. Anyways, the amount we got for the car was actually the same amount we would have gotten from the check that we missed that week. And then we've been able to like have little jobs and things come up to help us cover the rest of the bills during the time that like Dakota didn't have a job, I didn't have a job. So it's just been a really great time of seeing God move and having to fully depend on Him for that kind of action. It's been really awesome to be able to watch God still take care of us. Camera stopped recording. I don't exactly know where, but probably where I was talking about how we've redecorated the house. Pretty much done with all the redecorating. Just one more room in the house to redecorate, which is Dakota's studio office. And then after that, it's like working on the backyard, since it's kind of starting to get colder. Not really going to be going out there as much, but I would like to get it to a place where the kids have a space to go run around and explore that's outside, because outside is a very important place to go to explore, to learn, to experience. Yes. Anyways, I mean, that's really all there is to talk about right now. I don't have much else. I mean, it's just kind of been humdrum, moving on, mainly with life. We are just moving along, really. Really, what are we doing? Just setting those roots down. It's been really, really nice, honestly. We've spent a lot of our marriage moving from here to there and not feeling settled ever and feeling like we should be settled too. We've spent way too much time trying to find a place, and sometimes God brings you back to right where you started, and that's where He wanted you to be. So I think that's where I'm going to leave you. I've got to put these clothes up now. Get little O ready for his next nap. Yeah, so you can just look down in the description box, see where you can find me around. I've got a bread shop through my Instagram page, and then I've also got an art gallery that'll be putting more pieces on here in the next few weeks, so keep a lookout on that. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. May the Lord make His face and countenance shine on you. May the Lord grant you His favor and His peace. Amen.